Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome back to IXION, where last time we sorted out our trust issues by indulging in a little bit of light propaganda. So yes, we are telling a few tall tales to people right now, things like, of course everything is going to be fine, and no, we're not at risk of being crushed to death by an imploding hull, and it does seem to be working. We're back up to 100% trust, which is good, and also it's increasing at a rate of plus 3.9% every single cycle, which I think means that we can afford to take a couple of little hits to our morale and we still should be okay in terms of trust. And also because our trust is now back up to maximum, it means our job is safe. We didn't get thrown out of an airlock, which is very good for us. Also last time we found our sister ship, the Protagoras. It was out there floating around in space, and now we've got quite a few tasks linked to that. We've got to repair the Protagoras. We then need to get food to the people on board because there are survivors, which is very exciting. We then have to build a retractable telescopic pole because of course everybody needs one of those, and then we have to remove all the ice that's trapping the Protagoras. And we did make a little bit of a start on that. A teeny tiny start because we've removed 15 out of the 388 ice that is trapping the Protagoras. So I think what we'll do is let's get time ticking on. The mining ship can just, carry on chipping away at the ice around our sister ship. And I think while that's going on, we should try to find some more silicon out there. Because right now, we have no silicon at all, which means we can't make any more electronics. And we need electronics to do lots of exciting bits and bobs. Now I think, yeah, there are some bits of silicon kind of out there ready to be mined. There are 179 units of silicon out there waiting to be mined by our mining ship, but the mining ship is currently engaged in getting rid of the ice from around the Protagoras. So I think what we could do is, let's try and find some more, because I think, hang on, let's go and check. Is it 30 bits of silicon to make one electronics? Yes, it is. Okay, so that out there is not quite enough for 6 bits of electronics. That's 5 bits of electronics. If we could find some more silicon, that would be very handy indeed. So let's just go out to here. I think we've got probes now because we stocked up on polymer, which is quite good. So let's see. Can we find a plentiful supply of silicon somewhere around the place? Oh, crikey. Okay. That's not silicon, but that's very good for iron and carbon. Do you know what? It's probably worth nipping over there anyway. Right, move time on nice and quick. I think we then should be making another probe. Hang on, come out to that. We should be manufacturing another probe because I think it's automatic. As soon as one goes out, we get another one ready. And we've got the polymers for it. So hopefully we can get another probe ready. But yeah, it makes sense. If we can pick up a load of exciting resources from there, that's going to help us quite a bit. Right, get the next probe ready then. And then we'll try and find another place which has silicon. And we haven't really looked around over here, look. We've not really kind of explored over there. Okay, more carbon, more iron, some ice. Not so interested with that. Ah, there we go, look. Carbon and silicon. Okay, how about then? Yeah, we'll pop another thing over there. And that might find a bit more silicon. If we could, say, get over 200 silicon out there, ready to be mined, I would be quite happy with that. That would be quite good because that's quite a pile of electronics. That would be useful. If we could get another probe out there though and find just another little tiny bit more, that would be very advantageous as well. Or some other good stuff, maybe some iron possibly. Or we can use the iron, that's always handy. Okay, how about over here? Oh, hang on. What was that? There was something there that was hydrogen possibly. Oh, okay, no, not there then. Silicon. Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. There is silicon right there. The only thing is, anything that has to get to that silicon will have to go through that big cloud of doom. And I don't like sending our ships through there. I don't like the idea of that. I think maybe they're not going to come out of that well. And we've lost enough ships as it is. I don't want to lose any more. So maybe not there. Okay, hang on. We'll carry on. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Just there. Hang on. What's that there, though? Is there not already... Have we not already found silicon just there? What's that then? That's 2 things that we've used up. Oh, okay. Well, hang on. How did we not find silicon down there before? There's a great big supply of silicon, and it's not that far away. Okay, that's good. Right, so yeah, get in here, please. And we'll try and find that out. So we'll see what's over here. And then, yeah, then we can see how much silicon we have available. At the moment, still 179. Did that ship not get to where it's going? Oh, no, the probe hasn't reached its destination over there quite yet. Okay. In fact, that one down here might possibly beat it. Okay, so down here, we've found some more. So 66 and 50. Okay, that's 4 bits of electronics just there. And then over here, we've got 63. So that's another 2. And 6, that's another 2. So we've just picked up, if we get all that silicon, is that another, what, 8 bits of electronics? That'll be really, really useful. We need quite a few bits of electronics to train up our colonists. I think we've got 15 colonists trained, and I think we need 60, don't we, to go and do this thing. Over there, we need 60 of them. So, yeah, we need at least another 3 electronics to get the colonists trained to complete that goal just there. And then, yeah, we want some spare just to, you know, build some more stuff and do more bits and bobs. So, yeah, if we could go and grab all of that stuff, go and grab all the 427 silicon now out there, that'll be very handy indeed. But, yes, of course, we have to mine it first. So, yeah, let's get that sorted. Hang on. No, I think the mining ship might have gone away and started going for carbon again. Don't go for carbon. Get the ice off the Protagoras. That's more important. We have managed to acquire 100 polymers, and I think the 100 polymers will come in useful for fixing up the Protagoras. I think that's one of the things they need. 60 polymers, in fact. So do you know what? Maybe we should try to do this. Repair the superstructure of the Protagoras. We've got the polymers. We need to get our hands on the alloys. We could do the food, though. In fact, might that not make more sense? Because the people are there looking a little bit sad. I imagine they're quite sad. It'd be quite nice if we came in and bought them some lovely food. So do you know what? We shall re-establish internal infrastructure and food distribution. We need to pick a ship to go and do all the stuff. The glue scab. It says that the glue scab is standing by. Yes, you can go and do that, please, glue scab. Go and drop some stuff off. So we've got a decent amount of alloys. Iron is coming down, however. Why is that? There's no iron to collect. There's lots of iron to mine, but none of it to pick up. Okay, right. Got to keep an eye on that. There's plenty now. Got 300 iron right now. That's okay. Did we get rid of all the iron that was locked away in there? Yes, we did. Okay. Is there any iron trapped down here? No. Oh, there's the mining ship. The mining ship was in for repairs. That's why it wasn't doing anything. Okie doke, no, that makes sense. That's fine. And 17 people have been injured. Okay, that's probably not good. Oh, it's over there in the polymer refinery. Okay, that's a bit of a bother. Okay, right. Hopefully they can all get better. Please don't die. Please don't die. That'll make people sad. Okay, so how are we doing with the resources? I think we took... Are we taking something there already? I think we might already be moving stuff over. Maybe not quite yet, but I think, yeah, we are moving stuff over, which is quite good. There we go. So don't worry, Protagoras. We shall come to your aid. We're going to come and help you. There we are, in fact. There's a little bit of a race going on between the mining ship and the glue scap. But yeah, the glue scap's got 33 alloys on board. Okay, so that's going to very slowly but surely move alloys over, and then a big pile of food as well. But there you go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Why is it going slower this way on the return journey when it's presumably lighter because it's not carrying out a massive load of alloys? Why is it going slower on the way back than it was on the way there? Okay, I don't quite know what's going on there, but never mind. Oh no. And 2 people died during the last cycle in that accident. That's not good. That's all very sad. And then we've got the mining ship doing a grand job. That's getting through that ice pretty quickly. I'm very impressed how fast it's getting through that. Good job, mining ship. Well done, Deltoid. I mean, in a way, this is doubly useful because we're helping free the Protagoras, which is a very good thing. And also, we're picking up 388 ice from this. And we're running low on ice. We've got 7 ice in the station. Hang on. How much water do we have in there? We've got 607, now 599 water in the kind of, water, whatever it is, fusion station thing. So there's an okay amount of water in there, but we now do have quite a lot of farms. So we are sort of going through the water a little bit quicker. So it's quite handy that we're going to have all that ice as well. That's going to be a very useful thing. How are we looking? 370. Okay, this is looking very good. This is looking good. The ice is almost cleared. And as soon as it is, right, boom, ice is cleared. Don't bother about the ice anymore. Iron is looking a bit low, isn't it? Right, iron is a priority, and then silicon, please, because that's going to be useful. So you head over and just do the stuff. Okay, it's going to go over here and sort this iron out, I think. 73, 186. Okay, right, that's going to be fine. And then in the meantime, yes, we shall have the glue scab carrying on ferrying resources from the Tiqqun to the Protagoras. Everything else is kind of going to have to wait, including the colonists being sent over to Deville 59. That's a very long-term goal. The Faraday's had a lovely time just sitting over there for goodness knows how long. Many, many, many days now. An awful long time. They're just hanging around, having a fun time. But yeah, at some point, we will get some people over there and they can do some colonization stuff. But yeah, it's not going to be any time soon, I don't think. We did have quite a pile of science points, so I thought we should possibly upgrade our infirmaries with the reorganization of care upgrade, because that means they can hold 5 more beds, which means, of course, they can treat 5 more people at the same time. So the infirmaries will then be able to treat 20 people at the same time, which is quite good. That's quite the increase. So that's underway. And then after that, I don't quite know what to do. I think maybe we should possibly get all the tech done on this tier here. So get the Legislative Strengthening Centre, get cell housing, get the mushroom wall. Of course, we haven't got the science points for all those right now, but get those 3 done, because then that unlocks this final tier of research over there. And also, it'll unlock a lot of these bits and bobs in here that require technology tier 3 to be unlocked. So we can do all sorts of very advanced, fancy things. But you've got to get these 3 things done. So once that's done, I think, how much do they need? Oh no, we're going to... Oh, hang on. We might possibly struggle. We need 12 more points. So that's going to take us down to, what's that, 58? Which means we haven't got the 60 required to get at least one of these done. That's a bit of a nuisance, but never mind, never mind. It's okay, we'll muddle through. I'm sure we'll find some more science stuff somewhere else. Okay, we have a little build-up of carbon over in the docking bay in Sector 1, because the polymer refinery, which turns the carbon into polymers, can't make any more polymers because our polymer storage over here in Sector 1 is completely full. There are 100 polymers over there. So is it worth possibly investing some of those polymers in some fancy solar panel upgrades over here? Now I have turned the hull repair off so we can stock up on alloys. Not overly happy about that iron limit. That's coming down quite a bit. That's not looking good. But yeah, what's that? Oh, botherations. Okay, it requires polymers, which we have, but also electronics, which we don't have. 3 electronics, in fact. Okay, right, we can't do much about that then. That's a bit of a shame. Have we got... yeah, we've got polymer storage over there. Why don't we, because we are storing polymers over there, why don't we just sort of say, do you know what? We want 50 in each thing. Why can't I drag these sliders along? So 50 there, and come on, drag. There we go. 50 there, please. So they should move 50 polymers over, or however many it is, they've got sort of excess over from Sector 1 into Sector 2, and that will allow Sector 1 to start making some more polymers over there to top it back up. So we'll have a good, good solid supply of polymers. That's quite good. Electronics still not looking wonderful. How many alloys have we moved over? 99 alloys have now gone over to the Protagoras. Now we need to get one single piece of alloy that surely somebody could have taken in their pocket or whatever, and then 100 food. It's going to take a long time to do that. What do we need to build this retractable telescopic pole thingamajig? What was that? That's in here, isn't it? It's 60 polymers. Yeah, okay, get that done, please. Yes, please do whatever this thing is. I don't quite know what it is. I mean, when we saw the picture of the Protagoras, that had a kind of big pointy bit sticking out the middle. Is it one of those? Is that what it is? I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out in a bit. And then, yeah, okay, so alloys ticking up very nicely. Hull integrity below 50%. As soon as this is done, we'll put the hull repairs back on, because we do need to fix the hull up a bit. So here we go. We've completed the retractable thingamabob. Where is the retractable thingamabob? Hang on a minute, hang on. Can we look at where it is? Is it that there? Is it that thing? No, they're just some general kind of, general spiky bits. I'm not quite sure. We do look a bit beaten up, don't we? It looks a little bit worse for wear around the edge, doesn't it? The hull does look a little bit shaky. Okay, right, hang on. Switch hull repair back on, please. We have to get that done. Okay, so carbon is in here. Hopefully they can take the carbon out now. Take it out of there. put it into carbon storage, which is over there, take it out of there, put it into the polymer refinery, make some more polymers, load up polymer storage, which is just there. Right, okay, so that cargo bay thing should be clear of carbon relatively quickly, I would have thought. Okay, so the 100 alloys have gone over to the Protagoras. Now we need to take over a great deal of food, but again, that's looking okay. The food is looking okay. I think we can cope with that for now. There's no food over in Sector 1. Okay, that's not good news. Hang on, where? Oh, they must have taken it out of Sector 1. Okay, it's going back in. Sector 1 is being topped back up with food, which is very welcome indeed. And the little sort of, the whatever it is, the cafeteria, eatery, mess hall place, that does have 34 food in it already, which is pretty good. Okay, right, that's splendid. So food is okay. I imagine, are we taking food over there right now? Is there a ship on the way? Is there a ship taking food? I don't know. Hang on. Which ship was it? There should be a ship. Not the Neshmet. It's not the Hring. Oh, it's that one there. Maybe it's just stocked up. The Gluskap has another 33 food on board. That's going to take multiple trips, which is a bit of a shame because, yeah, they can only carry 33 at a time. And they need to take 100, which is a little bit, that's a little bit unfortunate, isn't it? They're going to fall ever so slightly short, but okay, never mind, never mind. At least we can get that over, and that's that goal complete. And then we need to repair the superstructure, which is another 100 alloys. This is going to be a huge test for us. Is there any more iron out there? Can we find a huge, plentiful supply of iron just to keep us going? Okay, looked okay down there. But not brilliant. It's in green. It's green, but we need more. We need like a great big towering green bar up here. There must be some iron out there somewhere. Come on, iron, reveal yourself. Okay, right there, in fact, right near where our ships currently are, there is a huge pile of iron. Yes, we shall have that, thank you very much. And also, it's quite near to us. So it's not going to take that long to ferry it back and forth between where it is and the ship. This is very good news. And I think, yeah, we'll try to find another source of iron. Again, over here, look. It looks all very dramatic over there with the kind of mysterious sun leak or whatever it is. But, yeah, not really much over there. So maybe we should go and have another look. There must be something over here worth grabbing. There's nothing there, look. Nothing at all. Hang on. There's a little bit of something in the middle. Oh, no, was that just lightning flickering on that stormy area? Yeah, there's nothing there. It's a sort of completely devoid of anything. There's a little bit of something that's sort of okay, I suppose. That's not too bad. That's some iron. Oh, we've got carbon. I've got loads of carbon. It's iron we now need. Huge amounts of iron, please. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Around there somewhere. Perfect. Yes, we shall have that. Thank you very much. Go and grab all the iron. And there's some silicon. Some silicon is coming in. This is very good stuff. How's it looking? 146 silicon out there. Must have mined a little bit of that. So that's going to come back. That means we can make some electronics. That means we can finally maybe complete our colonization job over here. That would be really good if we could get that done. I'd be happy if we got that done before the end of this particular part because we've been waiting a long time to get that done. So now, yeah, if we can finally get the silicon moving, that means we can start getting colonists trained, and then we can go and, plop down on Deville 59 and see what it's all about. Okay, exciting news, everybody. We've made one electronics, and another is under construction right now, which means very soon we shall have the dizzying amounts of 2 electronics. Oh, it shall be glorious indeed. Right, here we go. So get 2 of those. Immediately, we're going to send them over to Sector 1. Because Sector 1 needs those. And I think we are loading up the final bits of silicon that we have right now, but it's not enough to start working on another bit of electronics. But never mind. So let's just go to our resource management, go to electronics. Yeah, okay, so it's sending everything over to Sector 1, which means over here, Sector 1, train 15 colonists using 1 piece of electronics. Yes, please. Okay, so get that done. Are we training 15 colonists? Yes, we are. Okay, it takes a little while for it to kick in. They have to arrive and report in and put on their fancy colonization hats or whatever. I like the way in here there is a little kind of a sort of a pretend colonization area where they do their training look. So they've got kind of the red sand or whatever, like Martian soil, and the little kind of bases and things, little sort of survival habitation modules or whatever they would be. I quite like that. That looks fun. That person is wearing a kind of a spacesuity thing, as is that person. These 2 people are not. They've decided they didn't want that. They don't need that to survive. They're hardier than that. They don't need helmets on. They don't need fancy space hats. They're okay without those. Okay, so have we got... Oh no, it takes quite a while actually. I don't realise it took that long. Okay, right, wait a couple of cycles. That's fine. Hang on. I think we just put the final bits of food over to the Protagoras. Okay, this is very exciting because now I think we have got 131 alloys in the station. I think we can now... Oh, hang on. The resources necessary for the well-being of the Protagoras crew have been brought aboard. As we were completing our last tasks, an invitation was found that had been left for us. Some of the older members of the Protagoras wish to meet with us. Okay. Meet the elders. It says they're activating route kit Digwubzluherbergzulplubkos. The crew of the plank will meet with the elders. Yeah, okay, it's a special option because it's got that kind of fancy background on it. So, yeah, okay, go and meet the elders. That'll be quite exciting. We'll have a chat with the elders of the Protagoras, and they might be able to tell us exactly what's been going on and how things are and such like. And we've got to wait not quite a cycle now to get these colonists done. And then we'll train another 15, so get them ready. Look at that. We've got 2 electronics. It's pouring in. This is brilliant stuff. I am possibly now lacking a little bit, but never mind. Right, train another 15, please. So get another 15 done. Do we need to move some more people over? How are we doing for workers? I know we're looking fine for workers. We're looking fine. Okay, that's good. So then we'll have 45 colonists. And then when they're done, get the final 15 done. Get up to 60. And then we can finally go and settle on that place. Right, hang on a minute. We can go back over here, see what's going on. Right, transmission from the crew of the plank. The elders, as they call themselves, have told us their story. They're among some of the last members of the crew to remember Earth. Many in the Protagoras do not remember their past. The elders blame Dolos chronic technology for this phenomenon. They attested to a significant difference between the crew of the Protagoras and that of the Etamananki. The crew of the Etamananki, so the baddie UN ship that's chasing the Protagoras down, they were mainly composed of people who had lived on Earth almost all their lives. According to the elders, Vol technology is more than just space travel technology. They believe each Vol jump by a Dolos vessel generates cataclysm equivalent to that initially caused by the Tiqqun. Fraus tachyons, they say, are the root cause of this. And the fact that UN self-similar space travel technology does not utilise these particles means their ships do not leave behind such cataclysm. Oh, so Fraus tachyons, they're the things that they must appear when we activate our sort of fancy jump drives. They cause cataclysms. Okay. And the Etamananki ship, the UN ship, doesn't do that. It doesn't emanate those particles, so they can jump around without blowing stuff up, which is quite good. I'd say that's a bit of a better option. The discussion lasted for some time. Xavier Chavala and Stella Zingarelli have decided to stay on the Protagoras with the elders. They do not want to follow the Tycoon's mission anymore. Oh, okay. 2 crew members lost. Okay, left. Possibly they left. They're not dead or anything. Okay. We've lost 2 of our people. Botherations. The Tiqqun needs to be in orbit of the Oh. We have to get over there now. Oh no, okay, right. We're not going to do that now. Because that means we have to go into this space here. Where the sun is doing its weird sun leaking. And I suspect that's going to be bad. So yeah, let's make a focus on getting this sorted, shall we? Let's get all this sorted. That'll be wonderful. So get that done. Get the colonists all on there and see if we can settle Deville 59. And then when that's done, we'll try and gather as many resources as we can, and then we'll go and sit next to the Protagoras and see what we can do. We do need some iron. I did tell the mining ship to focus on mining the silicon, but iron is looking low. There is 142 iron out there, so they should be grabbing that first, really. Hang on a minute. Low priority for everything else. Yeah, grab iron, please. Iron is going to be useful. What's the Neshmet doing? The Neshmet is bringing silicon back. Okay, that's good. Bring silicon and bring ice back to Sector 2, because that's where that gets used. Okay, those 15 colonists have been trained, so now we've got 45 ready to go. So here we go. Train the final 15 we need. So a little bit of a lag as they all turn up and report for duty. They have got the electronics there, haven't they? Yes, they have. Okay. Right, so in 4.6 cycles time, we will be able to send them over to Deville 59. and they can, I don't know, see if they can survive on there. I suspect something bad is going to happen there because we're performing a colonization test. And the last time we did a test, if you recall, when we did a test jump, we blew up the moon, which wasn't popular with people, I don't think, and it caused a little bit of bother back on Earth, you know, the eventual destruction of our home planet. So I think maybe this is also going to go wrong. I think this is going to be, we'll get there and we'll sort of settle, and then something bad is going to happen. I can feel it, I sense it, something not good is going to happen, but we'll see what we can do. We can't do much about it until we get there and see what's happening. But yeah, so what have we got? Not long at all. This is very good. Get that done. And then how are we doing for iron? Iron is stocking up quite nicely. Yeah, we have got a lot of stuff out there to mine. No silicon. That's good. All the silicon is now out there ready to be picked up, which is wonderful. How about they don't bother picking up silicon? There's no point those two picking it up. I don't think, can they do anything with it? Have we got silicon storage? I don't think we have got a silicon store in Sector 1. So no, even if they pick it up, they can't do anything with it, which is a bit silly. So they don't need to pick that up. So the Neshmet can just go and grab silicon and ice. And then, yeah, these two can grab pretty much everything else. All the carbon, all the iron. And then eventually when you have time, some of the hydrogen. And then possibly we do need to stock up on some more cryopods. How many of those have we got now? 99 in the station. But there are 990 out there, which is quite a lot. So possibly we should do that. Oh, and in Sector 2, people have been injured. This is a bother. Oh, hang on. We've picked up some science points because our science lab generates science points. Let's unlock one of these things. Let's do that. We'll just work out, would the mushroom wall be more useful? Possibly put that into Sector 2. See maybe whether that can get it the food specialisation thing back. Let's do that. Let's get a mushroom wall. Lovely mushrooms grown out of a wall that we're providing waste to grow. That's lovely. Okay, right, so is that done? Yes, it is. We have 60 colonists ready to go. Okay, this is very exciting. Right, so I think go to here, go all the way back up to here. Yes, establish advanced Nyakond colony infrastructure. I believe that's already there. So the alloys are there and the food is there. They just need the people. So, okay, do that, please. Okay. The Hringhorny might have to go and do that. So I'll have to take you away from what you're doing now. But I think that should be okay. So where is that? That's the glue scap. There's the Hringhorny just there. So hopefully that's going. That's the Neshmet. That's the glue scap. Where's the Hringhorny? It's all the way up there. Maybe it's parked. Oh, no, hang on. It's already here with 33 colonists already on board. Okay, all we need for that to do is make its way over there and say hello to DeVille 59 and then come all the way back again. That's all we need it to do. That's kind of its primary thing. Plank, can you go back to the Tiqqun? It's currently investigating an event. Is it? Oh, okay. It's sort of stuck doing this event, but we can't take it away. Oh, okay. I kind of wanted you to go and stock up with 2 more people. The science ship must return to the Tiqqun to replace mission crew before starting another expedition, but we can't bring it back home because it's currently investigating an event. Okay, that's gone a little bit wonka, but never mind. Right, the Hringhorny is on the way back. It's on the return leg back to the Tiqqun. There it can pick up some more people. Then it can go back to DeVille 59, drop them off, and we can finally test out our very exciting and entirely wonderful, not going to go wrong at all, colonization protocols. The technology mushroom wall has been unlocked. Okay, let's have a look at this. So while time is ticking by, let's just see what we need for this. How big is a mushroom wall? Convert 6 waste into 9 food after 3 cycles using specifically designed fungus. Delicious. Okay, so it requires an adjacent wall. Oh, okay. It's completely massive. It could go there. It could fit right there. We could build a lovely mushroom wall. I think it does have... It's got a food tag thing on it, hasn't it? Yeah. So it's got a food tag. Okay. Do you know what? Is it worth doing that? Let's pop that in. Let's pop that in and we'll see what we can do with that. We are going to need to get some electronics back from Sector 1 because Sector 1 keeps nicking them all. Do you know what? Hang on then. So go to Resource Management, go to Electronics. It's fine. As long as you've each got 2, it's okay. I'm not so fussed. So keep 2 each. That should be enough to do some stuff. Yeah, so that only needs 1 right now. Where were they going? Down there. It's a weird. Well, I thought it would have come this way, but okay, fine. Right, so they're pouring lots of alloys into there, which is good. Silicon coming in from that place. That means we can make even more lovely electronics. It's all looking good. And how are we doing in terms of getting people over here? Is everybody there? No, not quite yet. Still only 33. No, they're there. That's getting a proper chip on that ship, isn't it? That's going very quickly indeed. Okay, I think everybody is here. So now we need a bit of time to pass as they 4 cycles as they get on with doing what they need to do. They're doing all the kind of colonization stuff they've got to do. Right, okay, but at least now they've made use of those alloys and they made use of the food that we provided them. So in 3 cycles' time, we shall see what's going on with that. That's very exciting. Back to here we go. Have we got the mushroom wall done? Not quite yet. Also, that looks like it's running at... okay, we might need some ice, folks. We might possibly need some ice. Hang on a second. 139 hours ice out there. Right, focus on bringing some ice back, please, Neshmet. That'll be very handy because we haven't got the water to water the farms, which means all the plants are going to die. Then we have no food, and that's bad. Oh, yeah, I turned the hull repair off just so we could stock up on some alloys, which is quite useful for this just here. So we'll leave that off for a bit because that does tick up quite quickly when it's switched back on. It's okay. So, right, let's just get this mushroom wall thing set up, and then we'll see what we can do. But look at that. That building wouldn't have to purge waste. It could just send waste over to the mushroom wall, and we could grow some lovely, lovely mushrooms out of electronics waste. I don't know how that works, but whatever, it does because the game says so. And I think they finished over here. I think this is good. The temporary test colony has now been established. The colonists will periodically transmit reports on their progress. These will provide us with valuable field data. Okay, so leave the Faraday can go. The Faraday is free to leave. Oh, Faraday, 'tis glorious. Okay, this is very exciting because they've been there for a long time. Now, I'm wondering if we can somehow get round to Chevy 34. So I think if we put us down there, possibly, do we then have a curvature? Because everything's done in curves. Don't go in lines, of course. Do we then have a curve that goes round the edge of this storm, possibly? That would be quite helpful. So there you go, Faraday. We're sending you from hanging around near a little planet for a long time to hanging around near some space rocks. Thrilling stuff, yay for science. And possibly should switch the hull repair back on because it's looking a little bit broken. Oh, look at that, the mushroom wall is complete. There it is. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the mushroom wall. It's a bit of an odd building. So they've got these kind of big long walls here, which I assume are where the mushrooms are growing, on these big long bits here. And then there are sort of little automated kind of basket type things that I assume are harvesting the mushrooms. And then they pop back over here and our people take them out of the little trays and then we eat them. I assume that's what's happening. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not going to pretend to understand that that's exactly how it works. I don't know. It's all future sciencey stuff. Yay for science. Okay, so that's in. Is it doing anything? No, it is not, because there is no rubbish in this sector. There's no waste for it to use to turn into food. Okay, right, so we can get that sorted. We'll try and get some waste stored away so I can move it into here. And because that's now another little kind of food tag thing, does that mean that Sector 2 is specialised in food? Yes, it does. Okay, that's very good. Food production buildings require 10% less water. That's very handy. Buildings produce 30% more waste. Okay, that's sort of okay because we're using the waste to turn it into more food. So that's not as bad as it seems. Now, I think, however, yeah, if we want to actually make use of that mushroom wall, we need to turn waste recycling on, which means stability is going to come down. I feel like that's a bit weird. I feel like that's a little bit weird. Surely people would be happy to know that we're recycling waste for the good of their survival. They can eat lovely mushrooms made out of all of these big bags of rubbish that they've thrown away. Delicious. Why wouldn't you want to eat that? So I think we turn that on in Sector 2. So turn waste recycling on in Sector 2. Yes. So now that's active. So now I think we can get ourselves a stockpile. Hang on a second. So maintenance. Get a stockpile. I mean, possibly down here might make sense. Right next door. And then if we have a stockpile and we store rubbish in it, then that means that they can take it from there into the mushroom wall and they can grow lovely mushrooms for people to eat. That will be nice. Or backtracking on what I just said, do we put it all the way down here? Because it fits perfectly just there. It fits really nicely. Look at that. It's 4x4 and the space is 4x4. So it fits really well just there. It means that we're not going to waste a bit of space over here. So if we do put that there, there's a tiny bit of wasted space there. And then there's a bit of space over here that we might not be able to use quite so well. And maybe if we put that there, that bigger space there could be used for something else. I don't know what else, but we can maybe make a better use of that space there than having one kind of storage thing and then not much else. So I think let's put it over there. Let's drop it into there. And then, yes, we will store some waste in it. Thank you very much. So let's get that done. Let's make sure they can get that sorted. We've got plenty of alloys over here in this sector. That's okay. Got loads of those over here. So they're going to get that done pretty quickly. Now, the only thing is, have we got any rubbish that people would like to bring over there? Also, we are struggling for water. We're going through water quite a lot. Hang on, how are we looking in terms of this? We are bringing back quite a bit of ice. But maybe it's not quite enough. Okay, possibly we do need to get some more ice coming back here. But they've got waste in there. There's 2 waste in there already. So, we're storing the waste away, which people don't like. And we're growing some more food in here. This is wonderful. Okay, so food is looking pretty good. It says there, station 12.8 every 5 cycles, and we eat 14.2. Really? Oh. So we're not growing enough food. 71 units of food. Yeah, enough food is stored for 3 meals. That's okay. 71 units of food are consumed per meal. 24.1 units of food are produced per cycle on average. Current average production covers 169.9% of meal requirements. Okay. Not quite sure why it says on the station we're losing 8.8 food every 5 cycles. Maybe that's because we're eating the food. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. This is a bit crazy down here. Look at all this. What are you lot doing? Shouldn't you be at work? Can you play? Oh, crikey, don't get run over. That's a bit of a hazard, isn't it? Okay, right. So this is looking good. This is looking good. We've got that in. The water is slowly coming in. So hopefully, yeah, that can very slowly but very surely turn that into water. So we can try and keep on top of that with the farms. That's going to be quite good. Do we need to thaw out any more people to then think about maybe opening up Sector 3? What do we need? We need some alloys, that's okay. Electronics, got 7 of those now. The heady heights of 7 electronics, a tiny bit of food, and 40 people. I mean, maybe we do thaw out a few more people. How many people have we got over here? Hang on a second, go to slow speed. Sector 2, we've got 432 people for 440 housing. Okay, that's not going to fly. That's not going to cut it. What about Sector 1? Sector 1 is 285 population for 350 people because, of course, some of them went and became colonists. So 60 of them cleared off and they're living on a planet now. Okay, so how about we move some people, move any crew, so move, I don't know, 50 people over from Sector 2 to Sector 1. Just move 50 people over. Hopefully it's not going to be all the workers. Hopefully the game is clever enough to retain the amount of workers it needs. And then it can keep that amount of workers and then send some workers over as long as Sector 2's worker needs are covered. That'd be good. Okay, so now Sector 1's got 335 in it. Sector 2, 382. So we could begin to thaw out some more people. We could begin to do that. So building up power. So switch that back on. We'll get some more people. And then, yeah, somebody did point out down here, they said, yeah, look, you can tell this thing where they go. Set the destination of freshly awakened crew members. So workers and non-workers can currently go into Sector 2. We'll load up Sector 2 with lots of people. There's a ship in for a bit of maintenance. That's okay. How are we looking out in space? They've generated 22 science points. Okay, right, hang on. So Faraday is down here. Oh, yes. Look at that. We can get round the back. Okay, yay, we've used angles. Angles and mathematics. Hurrah for us. Right, okay, you head out in that direction, please. That's very exciting. And the plank is still currently kind of locked over here. We can't do much with the plank, so it's a bit of a shame. So we'll get over here. We'll see what's going on Chevy 34, not Chewy 34. Although I think it would be better if it were called Chewy 34. That'd be more fun. We'll grab the science points, and then we'll see what's happening there. And then possibly nip over to there. Maybe we can sort of bend round that way and go and grab those science points there. And then go and do some lovely researchy stuff. Okay, so the Faraday's here. They've picked up all the science points. And now we can see what's going on with the event over here. Our probe has detected an abnormally high concentration of metal isotopes within Chevy 34's core. We have reached the core of Chewy, I'm going to call it Chewy 34, I see it as Chewy, of Chewy 34. Metallic and prismatic formations rise from its surface. Reaching impressive heights, they disappear into the gaseous atmosphere. Some are surrounded and spanned by geometric rock clusters accumulated during the slow growth process of the formations. They shear the winds that sweep across Chevy 34's core. Okay, so perform an intrusive analysis. Detonating strategically placed explosives. They do like blowing things up in this game. That's always kind of option number one. Go and blow some stuff up. Set up a temporary study centre. That is take 50 alloys over. The only thing is, how would we get alloys there? That is my main concern. How do we get alloys there? Because if we need to send a ship there, the ships have got to go through the great big terrifying storm thing. And I don't know if we can make them go there. I don't know if this is a sensible thing for us to do. Do we need to move? We can't move to this here, can we? We can't move to there. Unless they do, I don't know. I don't think they would curve round quite as much as we might like them to. What if we parked up at Plymouth 37? Would that allow them to avoid that? Possibly. We might possibly avoid it if we went to Plymouth 37. Okay. That's not ideal. Okay, well, we're going to do it properly. We might as well do it properly if we're going to do it at all. So, okay, we'll do that, please. Oh, no, hang on. We're going to do it properly, but in a moment. So I think what we do is, let's move the Tiqqun to Plymouth 37. Hang on. Let's check that we're not in a food cycle. No, okay, pause time. So it's not an upcoming food cycle. So move the Tiqqun to Plymouth 37. Okay, this won't take that long. We get a lovely shot of us firing up the engines, the ones which don't blow up moons. Right, so we're going to head all the way down here. So move time on nice and quick. We're going to go through this kind of debris field. That's all fine. End up down at Plymouth 37. I'm a bit concerned that they're going to go through the thing. They're going to go through there. Is there some science we can do to possibly make the transport ships a little bit more robust? Because if there is, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to have that researched. Because that might be quite useful. Come on, get down here to Plymouth 37. All the power's running out and everyone's going to get very grumpy in the dark. And ta-da! Right, there we go. Parked but a new place. Right, so let's see. Is there anything we can do with the cargo ships? Repair protocols. Oh, yes. Cargo ships are more likely to endure dangerous weather conditions. We'll have a bit of that, thank you very much, because that might be quite useful. Right, okay, so run time on until that's done. And then we'll see if we can actually get any ships over to Chewy 34. Oh, hang on a second. It said over there they've completed their test. Oh, now we've got to send a science ship back over to DeVille 59. Plank, can you leave? No, because you're working on the Protagoras. Okay. This isn't ideal. They're over there waiting for that. Okay, colonists, you might have to wait a while. Ah, botherations. I was kind of hoping to finish that thing off, but I don't think we can now. I don't think we can. Okay, right. Let's get this tech done. And we'll see if our ships can make their way over to Chewy 34, or whether they're just going to get blown up in this big kind of nightmare storm zone. And I think whilst we wait for that research to get completed, we should send the mining ship over to mine some ice, because we don't have much in the way of ice. In fact, I'd say we've not got much in the way of ice. We have no ice at all, which is generally quite bad. So if we could stock up on ice, that would be very handy indeed. Look at that, there's loads of it. So the Neshmet can now run out and grab all that. That's going to be very key. You know, grow it. Oh, okay. Food is looking bad. Okay, right. Possibly have caused a little bit of a food problem there. However, the good news is the ice is only over here. So the Glooscap, no, which one is it? The Neshmet, which is set to grab ice. Do you know what, Neshmet? Don't care about silicon. Silicon isn't important right now. We need the ice. Hopefully it can go over here, grab loads of ice, take it back over there. They can turn it into water. Then we can grow lots of food. Hopefully that will work out okay. Yeah, 33 ice coming back. There's loads of ice over there. 147, 150 to collect. Right, good. That's going to keep us going for ice for a little while. That's wonderful. Okay, so can we send... let's send the Ringhorny over there, shall we? So yes, please, Ringhorny, you go back over to there, and we'll see if we can make it. So you're going to come back here. You're going to grab a great big pile of alloys, and then we're going to see if you can skirt around the edge of the Nightmare Storm, or whether you have to go through it and possibly explode a bit. Hopefully there's going to be not much exploding, but we shall see. Time will tell. Botherations, right. Okay, so the Ringhorny is out on its journey to go to Chewy 34, but as we can see, it's going to cut ever so slightly into the edge of the Great Big Nightmare Storm. So hopefully we don't lose this cargo ship. That would be bad if we lost a cargo ship and all the cargo on board. And of course the person who's piloting this, Juanito Goya. So hopefully we don't lose them as well, because that would be sad. Here we go. They're only going right to the edge, look. Right to the very edge of the big dangerous storm zone. Please don't explode. Please don't explode. Right, you're in the danger zone. You're in the danger zone. And when we gave you that research to make you, a little bit safer for that, and we have unlocked that research. It's been done. So here we go. They made it through. Okay, so drop the things off, and then you go back the same way. Okay, so you're going to have to go through the danger zone 4 times, which isn't good. Also, oh, hang on. Why is everybody furiously angry at us? People are completely livid. Oh, it's a lack of... we've got 0 food. Oh. Okay. Hang on. Not enough water. We're generating... We're bringing back a lot of... Hang on. Right. We might need to do a bit of an emergency thing on this. The Neshmet is bringing back... Oh, no. Hang on. The Faraday... Oh, right. But I was going to say we'd try and put another ship over here to bring water over. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work. We haven't got room in the docking bay. We need the Deltoid out there to go mine all the ice. We need that out there doing that. Absolutely, definitely. And then, we've got the Neshmet is already bringing back the ice, and the Faraday is tied to an event. So we can't get rid of that because it's working on something. Oh. Okay, right. So a little bit of a food crisis. And when I say a little bit of a food crisis, a complete food crisis because we haven't got any. How's the mushroom wall doing, though? Okay, there's no waste to go into the mushroom wall either. Right. Okay, remember the days when we used to snack on insects? Oh, they were fun days. Oh, I liked eating a locust or 2 for breakfast. They were fun days. Okay, right. This isn't good at all. Also, let's turn that off. Turn the chronics thing off. And we'll send a few more people over to Sector 1, I think. Just send 10 people from Sector 2 to Sector 1, because they should be able to house them. So start that migration, please. And I think... what we'll do is we will finish up for now, and then when we come back next time, we'll try and sort out our food woes. I think all we need to do, if we get that going, if that fusion station hurries up a bit and it generates plenty... I mean, look at that. 15 ice turns into 40 water every cycle. So we should... Hang on. Can we just get to the end of this cycle and just see if we generate some water? And then immediately the water can go out and be used on farms and such like. So now there's 40 water in there. Okay, so hopefully that water can go straight back out into the... Right, that farm is doing something. That farm is doing something. That farm is doing something. There is sufficient water in the farms for us to actually grow some stuff. Right, okay. We've got food. I think food is... Yes, they're harvesting food. Much in the way of food is coming out. Okay, no, it's looking... And we've capped out on ice. Maybe we need to get another ice store. That might be quite useful. Where do we store ice? Down here. Okay, possibly, yes. We get another little kind of ice store over there and really stock up on ice. Because at the moment, everybody's very angry with us, and that's never a good thing. Hang on a minute, just rotate that around, get that done. And in here, please store some more ice. But all the ice, please, to turn it into lots of lovely water to then water the fields so we don't all starve to death. Right, okay, so that's why people are grumpy with us, because they didn't get to eat any food. When is the next food cycle? I'm not quite sure. Is it multiples of 5, the food cycles? I think there might be multiples of 5. So, I know, there you go, meal cycle. Hopefully, people are actually able to eat food, because there is food available in there and in there. So hopefully that can work. Oh, hang on a minute. Event available. Sector 1 lacks food while neighbouring sector has plenty. Claim protocols recommend a food transfer between sectors to avoid crew rivalry. Pledge to transfer 49 units of food from Sector 2 to Sector 1 within 15 cycles. Yeah, we'll get that done. Probably very easy to get that done, I would have thought. Okay. So, yeah, I just want to make sure they all eat. I'd like to get rid of the angry faces. So at the end of this meal cycle... right. Not enough food, but nobody is starving. Okay, right, good. So we've sorted that out. That is a positive. So I think let's finish on a high, shall we? It looks like the Hringhorny is making its way over there. So, yeah, as soon as a Hringhorny arrives over there, we can do whatever it needs to do over there. It can, set stuff up. They can work on whatever it is they're doing to investigate the big shiny rock things. That's going to be good. And then, yeah, we'll go and grab some more materials from around the place. And then, as soon as that's all done, and we've stabilised our food production, because I did take my eye off the ball with that a little bit. That was a little bit risky. But once that's all sorted, and we've got plenty of ice on board, and we've got lots of food, we then need to move the Tiqqun over to the Protagoras, which is a little bit worrying because we have to go into this danger zone here, and I suspect bad things will happen. But, yeah, we'll end up doing that next time. So we'll make sure we've got a plentiful supply of alloys and a big pile of polymers, wasn't it? I think it was. So make sure we have got all that ready, and then we'll try and go into this big dangerous thing here where the star is, sort of leaking on us, and we'll see what we can do. So, yeah, we'll finish up for the moment, come back next time, see what kind of nonsense happens. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in IXION. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. The city of Cupboard, it can be full of geeks, very loyal geeks to me. It's this sort of stripy hill. That's interesting. Oh, Stripey Mountain. Sorry, I downgraded you to a hill. Just really irritate the Norwegians. Everyone had gold. People were lying on beds of gold. They were eating gold. They were trying to wash their hair with gold. There was gold literally everywhere in our empire.